up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to go ahead and come up here and actually share with you guys my another PR box from Crown Brushes, and I also wanted to go ahead and give you guys a good news. I actually am one of the Crown ambassadors. What that means is actually that Crown Brushes will here now and then send some products out to me to do a tutorial on, to do some review for you guys and things like that. And with that said, I want to go ahead and start off with my Crown Brushes products that I've got laying right over here. And without further ado, let's get right on to the video. So the first thing I have for you guys here is actually a pro eyeshadow collection, you guys. This is the Crown Brushes CP06. This is their neutral eyeshadow palette, and this is what that looks like. The packaging, however, reminds me of MAC Cosmetics palette, but a bigger version, you guys. And that's what that is. I love this palette so much that I actually did so many looks using just this palette. If you guys have been following me and have been watching my videos, you know what I'm talking about. I even use this palette as a highlighter because it is just bomb diggity. The new palette that they sent out is Pro Eyeshadow Collection, and this is what the sleeve looks like, you guys. And this is, again, shelf life is 24 months on this. This is what the palette looks like. This one is CP15. That is all they have. They have a number to them. They do not have like a name dedicated to them, and this is what that looks like, you guys. Today I went ahead and actually used this palette along with the other one that I'm about to show you guys. Second palette is actually, this is what the sleeve looks like. Again, it is more so of a cooler tone, and right here is what the palette looked like. Unfortunately, one of the shadows didn't make it alive, but everything else is so intact. I really have a strong feeling my postman actually drops the box like psh. This is what they do, and because I can hear it, like I can be anywhere in my house and I can hear there's a box. So that's probably what happened, and that's why you see a little bit of stain all over my eyeshadow palette. I even try to clean it up, but I guess I can't just scrape them off, you know. But I really love this. The green sari that I was wearing, and I actually did a look, but I did not get a chance to film for you guys. This eyeshadow is what I was wearing, you guys. This is a very beautiful rusty gold. I will go ahead and show that to you guys in just a minute, and when I'm gonna swatch all of them for you. The next palette I have here is the Blush and Glow palette, you guys. Again, the shelf life on this one as well is 24 months. Same packaging, just a smaller version. Again, reminds me of MAC Cosmetics, you guys. The shade on this one is CP05. There's two different shades on this one, and not sure which one this is, but this is what that looks like. You have your two of your highlights. However, all of the blush has some sort of sheen to it. Like, they're not shimmery, but it has sheen to it, so it'll give you that glowy blush. They're not matte. These two highlighters are just bomb. If you guys are wondering what I've got going on, this actually is the highlight I am wearing everywhere on my face. I am really digging this, you guys. It is just awesome, just awesome. Wait till I do swatches again. So that's what that is, you guys. Another thing they sent out to me is actually Crown Brushes powder. This one right here is banana. This powder is amazing. This actually did what a powder is supposed to do, pretty much. I mean, I think that should right there explain you how exactly I like this. And this one again is in banana powder, which is your typical yellow powder for brightening and stuff like that. This is Crown Brushes Golden Glow Liquid Illuminator, you guys. I really wanted to try this out. So this is what that looks like. First of all, beautiful packaging. It has a pump to it, and if you look at it, it actually has duotone, like double colors in there. Like, so you have your bronze, but then you have your gold, and both mixed together, and when you even pump it out, it comes out that way. Today for this makeup look, you guys, what I did is actually mix this, like 2 pumps of this into my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, and even when I applied concealer, even when I applied powder, I could see that glow into my skin, and I really dig that because I'm all about glow. I really want that dewy look. This did just that. Long lasting matte lip stain in bronze metal is what it's called, you guys. This is what I'm wearing to put, so it is definitely a long wearing lipstick of yours. It is a very comfortable wearing lipstick as well. Shelf life on this is actually 18 months. So this is what that looks like, you guys. It is a beautiful color. Like, I even was amazed that I could pair this with pinks and purples and it looked just fine. It's your typical doe foot applicator, easy to use, easy to apply. I did apply a lip liner just so I can be guided, you know, as to where I'm going with this. Because I'm gonna go ahead and quickly do swatches for the blushes, you guys. I am super excited about this. Oh my god, look at the pigment. Today the blush I'm wearing is actually these two mixed right over here, and the pigment was so intense that I actually had to blend it out with a stippling brush on top of that. Like, it is good. Oh wow. It feels very silky smooth, and as you guys can see, like there's a sheen to it. That would be a perfect like a crease color, like, and I can already see some sort of fun eyeshadow look happening here on my hand. Here's another peachy tone that I am all about. Actually no, this is not the peach one, but it has like that kind of NARS Orgasm shade into it, and this is the last shade that I'm so fond of. How beautiful. Look at that. So I mixed these two shades together to apply on top of my cheeks. Here is the Blush and Glow palette, the blushes only. This right here is the highlight that I'm wearing. I'm gonna just go ahead and go over here. As you guys can see, it is again a very beautiful highlight. It is not, none of these products are chalky at all. As you saw, they blended very well. Here is the bronze highlight, what that is. The next palette I have here is the Cool Tone palette. You guys, I'm super excited to share this to you guys because some of the favorite color of mine are living in here, like they're housing in here. They're absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and do the pigments first, and then I'll share with you guys my matte collection. Right here, you guys, are the shimmery shades from this collection. I'm gonna go ahead and start working onto the matte shades for you guys. So these right here are the matte shades from this palette. They are not chalky, they are actually buttery smooth. However, this black right over here is not as pigmented, but then again, I only had to work with whatever was left over in the pan, as this one actually came damaged. So this is what that looks like, you guys. Next palette I'm doing the swatches for is the CP15 palette, you guys, and I will be doing the metallic swatches first, just like the first one, and then the matte shades. These right here, all the metallic shades that are in this palette, you guys, and they are absolutely stunning. Like, I am touching some of the shades for the first time, and I am really impressed. So like these two, you can even pop them on as a highlight. You do have your very regular champagne color in here as well, and it's just awesome. You have your pops of colors, you have some neutrals, you have your pinks, your highlights, you just got it. These right here are the matte shades from this palette. However, the brown is not that much visible onto my skin tone, as well as some of the lighter shades, but other than that, they're swatching great. They're not chalky at all, they're smooth, but they do have that smoothness to it. However, I feel like this purple right here, which I also used for the look that I'm wearing today, came out a little bit less pigmented than some of the other swatches, so that is that. The next product I have here is the Crown Brushes Golden Glow Illuminator. You guys, this is one of the things that I was really excited about. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shake before I do the swatches for you, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go about a pump just so I can show you. The golden part is a little bit running where the bronze one actually sits there and do its thing, I guess, and you just mix the two. You can use it as a highlighter on top of your makeup, but I actually love using this within my foundation because I would like to have that glow all over my face. As you guys can see, the glow is just amazing. Actually guys, so I do have a lot of brushes to talk about, you guys, so I do want to go ahead and quickly show you guys what brushes I owned before and prior to this. This one right here is Crown Brushes C441 Pro Blending Brush. I always use this. Even now, this is very dirty because I just used it. This is a very good blending brush and very affordable. You can just blend it into the crease. You can also use it for packing. This is the double-ended brush. However, because the way I store it, I actually don't want to use this because it gets dirty that way. But then I love using this brush for highlighting. If you have been following me for a while, you probably are aware of this brush. C490 is the number on that. This one is C473 Pro Contour Brush. You guys, I always use this to actually clean up the contour. Next brush I have here is C330 Pro Blending Crease Brush, which is a little bit more pointed, which is perfect enough to actually blend any of the harsh edges along my cut crease, or whenever I want to actually concentrate on where exactly I am depositing a product, and also to blend out my lower lash line as well. Then I have their concealer brush. This one is C224 Oval Concealer Brush, you guys. This is your typical synthetic bristle brush that I love using to actually create my cut crease. So that's what that is, you guys. These are the brushes that I actually owned prior to this. I purchased them with my own money. I'm not sure if I purchased them directly through Crown Brushes or somewhere else, but that is what that is. The brushes they have sent out is actually a set of 15, and they also come with an apron bag for free of charge. The brushes I have here is actually Crown Brushes C499, and this is what that brush looks like, you guys. You can pretty much use this brush for any thing that you like. You can use it to set under your eyes. You can also use it to apply a blush, which is what I used for today. You can also use it to contour or to even bronze because of the fluffiness that it has. As you guys can see, it is very soft and the natural hair really gets the job done, and that's what that looks like. It is your typical tapered pointed brush. The next brush that I have here is actually Crown Brush C523 that is included in this collection. This brush I will probably use whenever I want to control where exactly I want to place my highlight, and also to actually clean the bridge of my nose or to contour my nose. That would be very ideal to do so with this brush. You can also clean your eyeliner as well. You can use the translucent powder. And the next brush I have here is the C512, which is very similar to the pointed brush that I shown you not too long ago. The next brush I have here is the C529 Crown brushes, which I used for today's look as a blending brush. However, I would love to use this as a highlighting brush because I can control as to where I want to place things, like tip of the nose and stuff like that. So this would be good for that. Next brush I have here is C533, which looks like this. It is your duo fiber brush that I didn't get to use today. However, you can definitely use this to actually blend out your concealer. You can also use it to even in your crease because the way it actually moves around. I wouldn't mind using it as an eyeshadow brush as well. So that's what that brush is. Next brush I have here is C509, which is your typical synthetic flat shading brush, you guys, and I really got a good use out of this for today's look. I used it on both sides. So I used pink on one end and then the purple on one end, and is how I created this look. The next brush I have here, which I totally did not get to use because whenever I'm filming, it gets overwhelming here and some things gets buried, and this is what happened with some of the brushes over here. C511, which is more like a squeezed blending brush, and this one right here is probably natural hair, and that's what that is. And I would probably want to work that into the crease, you know, that's what I would use it for, and I think I will probably get a good use out of it. Like these two are about to be on my channel like big time. Next brush I have here is C510, which is a shorter shading brush, and that's what that looks like, which I did use it onto my lower lash line, but I can also use it onto my lid as well to pack some color on. Next brush I have here is C514, which is your typical skinny liner brush that I actually did this wing with. This one right here is Crown Brush C501. This is a very great highlighting brush, you guys. This is what I used to actually apply my highlight, and it did just wonders for me, and I really like that. Next brush I have here is the Crown Brush C522, which I actually use for bronzer pack on top of my contour, you guys. However, I'll probably be using this as a more so like a blush brush or something like that, or even for contour. For packing on, I felt like it was not as stiff as I wanted it to, but however, it still did the job done, so you can definitely multitask with that. Next brush I have here is C520. Again, a very good contour, like cleanup mess kind of brush. This is what that looks like. So this is my old one, and this is the one that actually has a little bit of curve to it to hug your cheeks much better way, and I really did love using this to clean my contour, and which I just did. This one right here is number C502 by Crown Brushes, and this is the biggest brush from that. You can definitely blend your foundation with that. However, I don't like using brushes for foundation that much unless I am very lazy, not feeling good, but still has to get that. I probably would use this to actually pack on products, so you'll probably see me using this brush a lot more in future for packing on products on top of that. So like a translucent powder or a face powder or something like that is what I would use it for. Next brush I have here, which I really got a good use out of, is C530, which is a pointed tapered brush, you guys. I really love brushes like this to actually take very close to my eye and set all of that concealer with the translucent powders. You can use this for highlighting as well. This right here is the belt that actually comes with it for free of charge, and you can just put it around your waist and work on your client if you wanted to. The next product I have here is the Crown Pro. This is their banana powder. I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly do swatches for you guys on that as well and let you guys know. So it does come with a sifter, however I have been really bad with that, so it's kind of like all over the place. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little some on from the lid. This looks very good. Oh, it feels so buttery smooth. I have not touched this powder yet. The texture of it is very smooth. It's not chalky at all. Can a translucent powder do that? I have an Aspen powder here. Let's do that. Even the Aspen powder does not feel that smooth. Like Aspen powder, I am a huge fan of. Okay. Blending it feels smooth, but just in the pan it does not feel that smooth, where I just touched it and it felt so smooth. So that's what that is, you guys. I really think it is a full coverage setting powder, anywhere from medium to full coverage setting powder, and I really enjoy using this. Alright you guys, so this pretty much is my second PR box from Crown Brushes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, suggestions, if there's a palette that you want me to do a thorough tutorial on, I would love to do so. I will be doing a lot more tutorial as I've done before in past, like, because I feel like these palettes really make me think outside the box, and this is what I am here for. Again, if you are interested in saving some money on your purchase from Crown Brushes, definitely sign up and create an account to get 20% off of your purchase. And before you check out, for an extra discount, if you guys want to go ahead and use coupon code MakeupDilse, that will take 10% off of your purchase. So that's 20% plus 10% off of your purchase from Crown Brushes. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't done so, you guys. Thank you so much, each and every one of you, for your support. Other than that, I love you guys so much, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye bye.